Oh no, you did not. I never thought that Big Boy Pants Golf, YouTube's hottest golf channel, would include war correspondent duties. Warning, what you're about to see is very shocking. Did you see that act of war? That's violating at least 2 to 4 of the principles of the Geneva Convention. Shaking hands, Rory, stale getting squatted, silent treatment, boom, tee right at your face. Let's watch it again. Patrick Reed goes in handshake. Rory checking the TrackMan apparently. Boom. Let's begin this episode of Big Boy Pants Golf. I think Sky Sports News does the best take on the Rory Patrick Reed TEEGATE saga.
More unrest in golf. Patrick Reed has labelled Rory McIlroy an immature little child after he refused to shake the American's hand at this week's DP World Tour event in Dubai.
Things are getting serious on the golf front. More quote-unquote unrest.
Fallout comes after Reed's defection to the Live Golf Series and subsequent legal action. McIlroy revealed that Reed's lawyer served him with a subpoena on Christmas Eve. McIlroy to attend court for a defamation lawsuit against the Golf Channel analyst Brandel Chamboulet.
I believe it's pronounced Chambly, not Chamboulet. For the record,
Brandel Chambly.
it's pronounced Brandel Chambly, not Chamboulet. It's not some fine wine, it's just Chambly. People should keep in mind that Rory McIlroy was served a subpoena on Christmas Eve regarding Patrick Reed's defamation lawsuit against Brandel Chambly, not regarding the Live Golf Tour and its antitrust lawsuit against the PGA Tour. So I don't see why Rory thinks that he has to play Mr. Cold Shoulder. Unless, of course, he's still filming for the Netflix series and he wants to add more spicy Harry and Meghan Markle drama.
It emerged yesterday that Reed had thrown a tee at McIlroy following a snub on the driving range. Those reports subsequently backed up by this social media video.
Insane. And how much more intense does it sound when you got a guy in a British accent describing what's going on?
Roy hit out at Reed in his news conference, questioning if the American was living in reality.
I didn't see it. I was down by my bag and he came up to me and I was busy.
At least he didn't say he came up to me and touched me in my bad place.
Working and sort of doing my practice, and I didn't feel the need to acknowledge him. So
the silent treatment, very Sun Tzu art of war.
I didn't see a tee come in my direction at all, but apparently.
Rory, you shouldn't have said that. You just lost the opportunity to press assault charges. You needed to say you saw the tee come in at your face and you were in fear for your life.
That's what happened. And if roles were reversed and I had thrown that tee at him, I'd be expecting a lawsuit. So, I mean, I got a subpoena on Christmas Eve.
The subpoena that Rory got on Christmas Eve is regarding the defamation lawsuit that Patrick Reed is bringing against Brandel Chambly.
Like, I mean, I don't see your... Like, you can't pretend like nothing's happening.
Defamation lawsuit against Brandel Chambly. But this is coming from Rory, who doesn't feel, as per the tournaments in the past, that live players should be at the DP World Tour events. Maybe that's the undercurrent.
Look, my opinion is they shouldn't be here. They've been paid a lot of money to go play on a different tour that is trying to buy the professional game in golf, and they're taking spots away from players that really need spots this week.
Frozen Baby Panda, and I don't know how some of you people come up with your YouTube names, has the best take on Rory's spiel here. He's got a lot of likes. Let's go through it together. All due respect to Rory as a player, but he has played the PGA Tour this season and is now playing a marquee event on the DP Tour, so is also taking a spot of a player that may need prize money to keep his card. Just like the LIV players, he is utilizing his exemption into the event, and just like the LIV signed players, Rory doesn't need the money. 69 likes.
This is a massive event on the European Tour, and there's guys that have missed out because of those players that could have been in and could have kept their cards for next year and kept themselves in a job the next year. These guys don't have to worry about that sort of stuff.
How detached from reality is Rory McIlroy in the fact that what he says about others directly applies to himself?
Right, I think that's the thing. It's like, why? That's we're living in reality here. He's not.
It's interesting that Sky Sports News puts a video of Patrick Reed triumphantly holding a putt while Rory is talking about his trauma.
Can you see yourself maybe one day mending those bridges with Patrick? Not at the moment though, but he said he was trying to make an effort.
Rory left speechless by this tee toss.
Okay, next question.
Ian, behind. Sorry. Just behind Bernie.
Now Rory's permanently startled. Any question that comes at him, he starts blinking his eyes wildly.
Just love that. Next question. Reed was asked for his response to the incident and gave this interview to Golf Digest. He said, "I walked over there and wished Harry, who's McIlroy's caddy, Happy New Year, and then Rory, because it's the first time I've seen them. Harry shook my hand and Rory just looked down."
I wonder if Harry, Rory's caddy, was forced to use hand sanitizer by Rory after touching Patrick Reed.
"Since my tees are Team Ace's live tees, I flicked him one. It was kind of a funny shot back. Funny how a small little flick has turned into basically me stabbing him and throwing a tee at him. If you're going to act like an immature little child, then you might as well be treated like one."
I did see a pretty good point on Twitter that maybe this is how Patrick Reed treats children, by throwing tees at them. Folks at home, are you on Team Rory or Team P. Reed? Let me know in the comments section below. Do you think that Rory giving the LIV Golf players, and especially Patrick Reed, the literal cold shoulder along with the figurative cold shoulder warranted a tee being flicked in his direction? Or do you think that it's time that these two got serious, like Jason S. in his comment to me, by stating that I'm a serious sack of garbage. I'm using the most successful YouTube golfer's name to get clicks. My meaningless little garbage channel can't get views, so I put his name in my video description along with some risky verbiage to get people's attention. I'm trash, my channel is trash, my golf game is trash, and my content is trash. I should go crawl under a rock and stop using other successful people's names to try to increase my numbers. In case you were counting at home, he used the word garbage twice and trash 4 times. Garbage and trash are synonyms. But there is something to be said for being straightforward. As a side note, I think Patrick Reed put a curse on Rory with that tee flick, but only time will tell.